Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Monday. I was going to say Friday's show. I'm just pre-warning everybody; anything can happen tonight. Yes, we're here live. Me and Buds and the rest of the team. Buds decided to get on my lap about 3 seconds ago. It's really helpful. It's like the best time ever. Anyway, yes. So this is the Long Run Show podcast. We record this live, and today we're going to be talking about training whilst on holiday, because everybody keeps asking me the same damn questions about what should you do whilst you're away and stuff like that. So I thought we'd actually go through a little bit of that today. We've also got a couple of other bits to do. Well, this is bad. While we're here, Ben's, you can hear in the background is his fan and all the other things that he's got going on. Bev's here. She's got a hoodie on. You can tell she's in the north of the country because everybody down here is sweating and she's got a hoodie on, which is true. So yes, I haven't got the AC. I've got the fan because I had to put the AC in the other room. So anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, you're all warned tonight. My head's all over the place. Anything could happen. All right, admin. So just be warned. All right, I am slowly slipping into holiday mode, which basically means I've switched off. So even by about 45 minutes, I'll probably just maybe after 2 minutes, to be honest with you.
I don't think we'll get to 45.
No, you've got a while before holiday, haven't you?
I know, but it's just, when just like everything's coming at you and you just like, you just want to go away and like not talk to anybody.
Morning's going to be fun.
No, I'm hoping tomorrow morning's going to snap me out of this. So that's what I'm actually hoping. So I was doing all right, and then a few other things just took me off track. But anyway, we'll hopefully get that back tonight. Yes, so we're going to talk about training whilst on holidays. Anybody here other than me, I may have mentioned it a few times, going on holiday soon? Beth? Or Wilco,
No.
sorry. I'll come on to why she's called Wilco in a minute.
Not in the next few months. Go next. No. Basically, no.
You're right, Buds. And admin, I know you like a holiday. So
I love a holiday, but
what?
no, not yet. Not until Christmas now.
Not until Christmas.
Oh, actually, that's a lie. That is a complete lie. I'm going away, but long weekends, twice in October, once early December, and then I'm away for Christmas.
Does that include your New York City Marathon you're doing?
No, because I didn't get a place.
That's a long weekend.
It's a long weekend. Ben, you're going away soon, aren't you?
No, I've only really got long weekends, same as admin.
What's going on with you lot? You should be. I was going to say, get in the comments, get in the questions, and get involved in the show. Again, we are going to be talking about training and stuff. But you're getting a lot of shout outs in the comments, just so you know. Do you want to talk to them? No. So
He's as social as you are.
I'm not being funny, right? But he's making me even warmer than I already am.
I was going to say,
It's awful, isn't it?
isn't that like a hot water bottle?
It's because the fan I've got is blowing up here, right? So he's proper getting in on the action. Right, hang on. So yeah, I know you're there. What was the other thing I've got to do? Oh, Skechers. So we've got to give a shout out to our sponsors at Skechers. Get over to skechers.co.uk. The new Aerospark is out.
Guess what?
What?
I ordered them. They've just arrived.
What colour did you get?
White.
What?
The Aerospot came in.
Where are they?
In a box.
Go and get them. Might as well.
I can't believe she's actually getting up and doing it.
I know, look. I wouldn't mind, but I've actually got a pair. I could have just reached for these.
Don't tell her that when she comes back.
No, I won't say that. I could have just showed the Aerospark, but the reason Admin's got them is because she does genuinely, right? For sponsor, no sponsor, whatever, she genuinely loves them.
Does.
Yeah, she definitely. Well, you know, bud, you like them as well. Look, here we go. So what? These arrived today?
Yeah, when I was out.
Just
Box
handy.
fresh.
So we're doing an unboxing live. It's like we're like a YouTube channel. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
You can
Beth,
hear
have you ever tried the
sellotape and
Skechers? You need to get involved.
They're not even sellotape. Oh, there we go.
The Aerospark is the one you want. But I like the bigger ones, the Aero Burst.
Well, I was going to ask you because there's like 3 different ones. So
Yeah, the Aero Bursts are like the super comfy max stack ones.
yeah.
But the Aero Spark are like the daily trainer. All the ladies that wore them at our London event that we did, they loved them.
Yeah. Well,
They really do.
like you said a minute ago, I'm a fan. So this is interesting. They've got the text spec stuck in the top of the box.
Yeah, okay. This is good. This is a live unboxing we're doing here. Good advertising. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's the nice
nice.
colourway. Yeah,
These
nice.
are great.
they're going to get ruined at Nonsuch Park Run.
I'm not going to Nonsuch.
Where are you going?
What, tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm going to St Albans on Sunday. They're not coming out though. They're going to be
Why not?
battered.
Nah.
Nice white colour. Beth, if you got white shoes, would you keep them clean, or would you just like, they're running shoes and they need to be running? Or
I have got white shoes.
And how do you keep them clean?
How? Take them in the rain in Cumbria. No, they just tend to stay clean. Like, it's surprising. It's like when you have a black car, it shows more muck than like a white car. Have you not heard this thing?
No.
Yeah,
So
I've got a black car. It doesn't get washed.
Yeah.
No, honestly, don't ever get in his car. It's a health hazard. It's disgusting. No wonder he doesn't date anyone.
Hold on.
They turn up, they get in his car, and they go, "This is embarrassing. Imagine what his flat's like."
Is it worse than Toby's?
I've got
Yes.
mats. I have got mats.
No, you've got mats. They're in the boot. It's honestly, it's catastrophic. What goes that car? It's like a war zone. Anyway, sorry. Okay, but anyway, that's a good bit of advertising sketches there. So well done, Admin. So you're doing what? St Albans half.
10K.
Ah, okay. Are
Yeah,
you?
I got ditched. I offered. So we're running together, aren't we, Evan?
Yeah. With Tracy. That's the only reason I'm doing it.
That's the only reason I'm doing it.
Okay, so everyone's right. Beth, are you running with Tracy? Everyone seems to be running with Tracy on Sunday.
I feel a bit left out.
Me
Not running
too.
with Tracy.
Well, I had a phone call and she basically said, I'm not saying you have to run with me, but all I'm saying is Petra's run this with me, Claire's run this with me, Petra's mum's run this with me, and you haven't. And I thought, I better get booked on them.
Yeah, it's true. I'll make you right. And shall I tell you something interesting? And then we'll move on from this. ATW events, sponsored by Skechers. You're welcome. Everyone's getting in the comments talking about buds, basically. Where you are going in the comments, I do want you to talk about your thoughts on running on holiday, because we're going to be talking about that in just a bit. But on a serious point, okay, this is I do want to bring it back a little bit. I do want to start with something very, very serious, and if you could just bear with me for 2 seconds. I want at the front end just to give a massive love to Lulu Robinson. I want to take just a minute, just to mention and talk about her a little bit. Sometimes you meet people that just leave a mark on you. Life's a funny old thing. It's like horses for courses. People get on with different people and things like that. But Lulu Robinson is somebody that I met through 40 runs years and years ago. And she's always been just a very special person. Within, not just for 40 runs, but within the whole community and stuff like that. She's involved with other stuff. I can't remember the name of the club. They run in pink as well. Bex, I think it is, or something like that. But she's an extraordinary human being, selfless, supportive, and gives so much, right? And she's given so much to 40 runs over the years. I know in particular with like, she's done the map and things like that we use like weekly and stuff like that. She's in a lot of the messenger groups and she really helps out across the board. She's been probably at the centre of 40 runs for many, many years and people don't realise it as well. But she really is a truly amazing human being. She's just got married. And I just wanted to send some love her way. And I think everybody within 40 runs, everybody involved in the community, and anybody she's ever met, I just collectively we want to send a huge, massive bit of love your way. We're thinking of you. We're with you. Yeah, and that's all I want to say on that. So, Lulu Robinson, you're amazing. So thank you. And I mean that genuinely from the bottom of my heart. Okay. Yeah. Team Bex, thank you, Mark. I really do appreciate it. Moving on. Saucony 10K, Ben, you was there. You in your t-shirt there. Is that a finisher's t-shirt? Because did you finish the race?
I did.
Oh, you did you? Did you run a particularly slow time or particularly fast time?
Depends on your definition.
Well, how would you rate it?
I loved it. I thought it was a great, really well organised race. great atmosphere out there. It wasn't too hot. That was what we were all worried about. It wasn't. We were weirdly, you'll see on the videos that drop in this week. We kind of left bag drop and we were like, oh, it's a little bit chilly. Genuinely, it was just like weird. But yeah, I PB'd by a minute, so I was well happy with that.
It was meant to be 4,000 degrees, and we're walking out of this after that bag drop. Gone, it's a bit lively around here, a bit chilly. But I have to say, it's an event that I think has taken on a new lease of life. It definitely felt like ASICS, when ASICS had it, you're paying over the top for just a mediocre race because it was really expensive. Beth, have you ever done ASICS 10K or Socking 10K?
I haven't done either of those, no. I'm doing...
Yeah.
No, not those ones. I'm doing Vitality in September.
Yeah, so, okay, that's a good example. So I would say that the Vitality one is run by London Marathon Events, who do a cracking job, right? But it's got that sort of London Marathon event feel to it. That little bit more traditional, and that's a good thing, by the way. And it's just a really good event. But I think the ASICS event, I mean, Abin, I remember it's brilliant. You absolutely hammered them on one video after finishing it. It was like, you paid all this money and you got some shit back or something like that. Yeah. She threw the bag on the floor and like proper lost it. But I have to say, this year, I think last year they learned a lot, and this year it just seems to have gone up.
Elevated. Yeah,
elevated, like on course and all that sort of stuff. It was just I think it's really good. I know we've got the new one coming up, the ASICS London Wembley thing, and we can't judge that on their first year because, as I say, always the first year is a little bit tricky. But I mean, you were watching. Did it feel like a much bigger event than it was?
Way bigger. Like it felt. Even where I was, so I was kind of on where they have the walking routes at 3 kilometres and 7, and it was busy and it was noisy, which was great. I was like, this is what you want. Having run that race or any race, you want the people out there, you want people cheering. So yeah, I thought it was great. And it felt well organised even from that sense as well. You know, it was well marshalled. There was people guiding people. There was like, you know, crossings in safe places, safe walking routes. Yeah, it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. I think, Beth, can I tempt you by it?
I could be tempted, yeah. I saw an early bird thing and I was like, should I do it? Should I not?
But it sold out really quick, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
I do still think, I'm going to be controversial, it's great. And I am doing it again next year because I did get an early bird thing. I do still think the price of it is wrong, though.
How much was it?
I think I paid... I think it was like 40 something by the time you added.
When you added postage and stuff, it was 46 quid, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was nearly, and it's nearly 50 quid. And then you go, if you're not on the early bird and it's getting close to 60, 65, I do think that is strong.
Punchy, innit?
Especially when, you know, you can get Vitality for probably half the price, if not, if you get the parkrun offer, it's like 10, 15 quid, right? Even at full price, it's probably half that. And it's a 10K in London. And then you've got like the winter 10K, which money goes to charity. So whilst I'm not, you know, I'm not slating it, and I will do it. Again, I think it is brilliant. I really like all of the London 10Ks, to be fair. I do think the price is steep for what it is. Other than the fact that this year you did get a goodie bag that weighed about 6 stone. I was like, what is in this?
I can't remember what was in it. It was a load of old tut.
No.
I think the Powerade was the only good thing in there.
There was a protein bar. You ate that straight away?
There was a yogurt drink.
No, I had that on the train, Ben.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have the protein bar because they always... I can't drink the protein drinks after having a drink, after doing a run. It makes me feel rank.
I had yours this morning. That was good. Can of Lucky Saint. And I have to say, the finisher's top, I think it's really great. I've seen them all. Today's the first day I've worn it. I just thought I put it on and I was like, this is brilliant.
Nice t-shirt.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Really, really good.
Can I just say, Rod Lambert's just said, is it flat? No. London is not flat.
It is flat.
It's not
that route, Ben, was there any elevation in that?
Yes.
The start.
Where?
When you go, I mean, net it's flat. It's not hilly. Like, you can't call it hilly, but it's not like completely flat. It's not like Berlin flat.
London's flat.
I don't remember it being hilly. I don't remember any.
Depends where you live, right? For Beth, it's like...
Yeah, you've got the incline as you start, wherever you are, like Piccadilly, and then you go up Regent Street and you come back down, and then you go round, don't you, and up again. So
you go up towards Leicester Square and back, don't you? So there are little bits where it goes up, but it's not hilly. Like,
I think you're making it up. I'll be honest. I think
you do feel it genuinely. That was the race I met
I
Abby in that. Do you remember
Me,
that?
me and Bill
Yeah, you
did.
do.
Bill.
You checked I was all right because I was dying that day. I remember. Yeah.
Going up a hill
Yeah.
towards Leicester Square.
That'd be, yeah, exactly.
Bill and I didn't feel any elevation, but then we are pros, and we
You
were
are.
high on creatine. So who knows?
True.
What I would say is that the only issue that I had with the Saucony 10K was there was a lot of people there that I didn't particularly care for much. As Ben can tell you quite well, because I was stood over the railings admiring them, and it really started to irritate me. And I'm glad in a way I didn't go into that section because they were, very irritating. So I realised, Beth, and you probably know this better than anybody, there is currently a trend online to rank stuff on TikTok. Have you seen this trend where people go, oh, these are my 5, these are the 5 things, or, tell me if I... So I thought we would adapt that and we would play a new game that we could trial. Now, I'm not sure how well this is going to go. I haven't done the usual jingle and I haven't put much thought to this. But I did think that this is quite a good game because it's trending. So we may trend somewhere. Hayden may be able to cut this up and put this on TikTok, and we can upset a lot of people. And then what that happens is that becomes viral. And then more people watch this. So we'll go from like 2 million downloads to probably 3 million downloads over the week. Okay. So this game is about trending stuff. Yeah. It's about ranking stuff 1 to 10. Okay. And I've named the game Benny's Rank. Okay. Because he's ranking things. All right. But you could play as well. So what we're doing is we're ranking people at races, 10 being the most annoying. Okay? Because there was a lot of annoying people at the start of the Saucony 10K.
Can I just check? Are you ranking types of people?
Yeah.
Or specific people?
No, I haven't. No, I did do a list naming people and their Instagram handles. But I thought you may get upset. When I realised you were on and we didn't have Wilco tonight, I thought I may get in trouble for this one. So I scrapped that list.
Good.
Because you can imagine there was one person who was on there. Yep, because you were there when I mentioned somebody. So I've given them a type. So this is going to go really well or really badly, and it's going to upset everybody, okay? So I can only apologise. Now, remember, this is Ben's game. It's called Ben is Rank. So, your rating is 10 being the most annoying, number 1 being just a pleasure to be with. Okay? So, we'll start nice. Remember the game, Beth, all right? Because we've got to talk about going on all that.
I've got it.
The runner who is doing their first race. Remember, it's got to be quick. 1 to 10.
Yeah.
1?
1.
Yeah?
Lovely people. Just going out there getting it done.
Lovely.
For them.
Ben?
2.
Oh, he's
that little bit of nerves that might just, But
next one. So remember that. The club runner. The club runner. The traditional club runner. I'm not saying either. I ain't got a problem with anybody.
I mean, really?
Who are you asking?
All of you.
Oh,
And you
4.
need to be quick. 4, okay.
5.
Oh, Beth finds a moon.
I'd go 4.
Okay, 4. Okay. The nervous runner. By the way, play along at home. Or if you're listening to this as you're running along, play along as well.
What kind of nervous?
Yeah, what kind of nerves?
So the nervous runner. Just that sort of, that sort of slightly anxious person. Just slightly nervous when they're out, when they're doing the...
So they're nervous at every race, I mean?
It's at a race. So
3.
slightly nervous person.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. 4.
3. You really said 4, Ben.
I'm going 4 on that one. Oh, what? Do I have to change each one? Is there 10?
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, you ready? The oblivious runner. Somebody who takes no interest in what's going on around them.
8.
8, yeah.
Beth?
7.
7, okay. The close runner. Anyone know what I mean by that?
What, literally someone who's on your...
They're literally right
9.
and you're right on there, and they won't leave you alone.
9.
Oh, 9.
9.
Yeah. 9, okay. The cutter-upper.
Oh.
That twat who comes right through the middle of you and you're just like, why didn't you go round us? Or why did you have to do that? What's the matter with you?
8.
I've got 7.
Okay.
feel like they could be a 9. They're horrible.
There's couple. There's
You did or not?
remember this is out of 10, and I
That's why I
started
can't
nice. I
defend,
started
yeah.
nice.
Oh, right. Okay. We'll go 7
Leave
then.
room. Okay.
I
So
think
the
we've gone
cutter
high
up.
too early, guys.
I think we
Cutter
have,
up.
yeah.
Right. And this is not a problem. Okay. This is not a problem. We get into trouble because I've got no problem with this. But somebody who's walking, but in the middle. And again, I haven't got a problem with anybody walking because I am somebody who walks in races, but they're walking in the middle. We see a lot of the Great North Front. Instead of just getting over to the left or, one side.
I'll go 5.
Okay.
I was going to go 6, just from a safety point of view as well.
Exactly.
For them more than anyone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say if it's a wide funnel, then
Yeah.
probably a 4 because you can get around them.
Yeah.
If there's plenty of space.
I say it's not a criticism, but none of this is a criticism, and you'll see why in a minute. Actually, you'll see why with the next answer. A total and utter moron / twat with a GoPro, i.e. me. Not me as a person, but people like me with the GoPros and that, which I find irritating because I find myself irritating with the GoPro.
It depends out.
And go to town, I don't care because I fully appreciate that's really annoying.
I think it's high. I'm going to say 8 or 9.
Yeah, go for it. I think this is critical of myself, so I'm being critical of myself here. This is
someone waving that thing around.
Yep.
Whilst trying to run.
Yep. I get it.
You might be having a great time finding this really easy, and someone's slogging it next to you.
Exactly.
Thinking,
that's why I include it for inclusivity and transparency, and to cover my ass. Ben
doesn't, as long as they're aware and not being a idiot twat, as you said, it doesn't generally. That would be a 1 for me. It doesn't bother me at all.
Okay, Beth.
Yeah, it's one of those things that if it's a really close thing, if at the start they're waving it like Harry Potter's magic wand, then yeah, if you're gonna take your neck off, then that'll be annoying. But if it's a big wide space, then I don't really care.
I saw a lot of the next person at the Saucony 10K. People getting content on their phones. So they are running along like this, looking at their phones, elbows out, and they're looking at their phones, getting content. I've seen this. They're totally oblivious to what's going on around them because they're talking to their phones.
I was following one of them.
Okay. Now, they seem to be a little bit less aware of what's going on around them than someone with a GoPro. They tend to be.
Yeah.
So where would you rate them?
I've rated the scale for me. 9.
Rank them.
They're up at number 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Admin?
I think so. I think they're actually more annoying than a GoPro because I think someone that's running with a camera probably is a bit more aware and is doing it with a purpose. That kind of I'm just going to shove a phone in my face and not be aware of what's going on around me. Yeah.
I think if it's just taking the odd photo and an odd snippet of video.
No. I'm talking about
full on thing.
We are
videoing themselves.
Oh, yeah, up there. The whole way. Yeah. 9.
10.
9.
Finally, my favourites, the running influencer. Where do we go?
Are you a running influencer?
No.
Yes, he is.
I am not.
Well,
but some people say I am. So again, this is not a thing. But these ones, I've got to be very careful because I'm going to be very stereotypical. So carry on.
It depends who it is and what
on
they're
the
doing.
person, yeah.
I'm going to go 5 because you don't know, do you? It depends who they are and what they're doing, what they're saying.
Okay.
The ones at the start, I just stood there and I just thought, oh.
You know where you was there, so you know about the people I'm talking to.
Yeah, and I just thought at the start, I was just like,
make me angry.
But then when I was actually running and stuff, I'm just like, I just focus on me. So
yeah, it's a good point.
Yes, it's irritating. For me, it's the safety aspect. With all of these, it's if they are disrupting people around them and being unsafe, it's full on 10. As long as they're respectful and that, then I have varying degrees of patience, let's say.
Okay,
Bev, some of them are waiting at the end and they're cheering people in and stuff.
Are they doing that for content now?
No, there was some because I went down to the finish line and there was some genuinely.
Remember, she was at the finish line. She got chucked out.
Oh yeah, maybe she got chucked out. Beth?
I think you see it a lot of the bigger races, but I guess I tend to do a few of the smaller races where you don't really get your influence of types and all that kind of thing. So I think there's a place for it. And if they get people running, then it's great.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that when you start running, if there's enough space, then you can run your own race, like Ben's saying. But yeah, as long as they're in their own little zone.
You haven't
I
ranked
have ranked them.
What did you say?
Well, there was a varying degree, probably a lot of 9s.
Okay, a 9. So that was it. That I was basing that on the start, basically, because I was infuriated by what I was witnessing. To be fair, Ben, it was like and
that's at the start. Genuinely, like if we then went on the start, people kind of walking and stuff like that. That was really like we were weaving. It's not a particularly narrow course, but it's a really busy course. So it was degree of like rank there was kind of high, very high. But the further in and the more spread out it becomes, like Beth said, actually it becomes less irritating and more you just kind of look and go, why don't you just focus on the race? Like
there's no wrong or right answers here, people. There's no wrong or right answers.
Maybe the trick is going to some smaller races where they don't.
I'm not complaining. By the way, this is not a complaint, Abby. This is just purely a game that I came up with. It's called Ben is Ranked. Next week we could be playing this about cereals. It could be anything. See, this is the whole brilliance and genius of this game.
I'd like
this
a jingle.
This week we're focusing on the most annoying people at races. To be honest with you, the most annoying person at the race is Ben. But
I even had it on my
even had it on his race bib. But it was just I thought about it and I thought it was a bit of a second one because I did have a list of people.
Yeah, good swerve.
Yeah, I thought I might get in trouble for that one. So anyway, I mean, I thought I'd done quite well there.
Yeah.
Was it a good game for people to play along with?
Yeah, but it's
not
hard.
in the comments.
What?
There's a lot of comments.
Oh, really? Abin, do you think that game was better or worse than Would You Rather?
I think Would You Rather has more legs in it.
Okay, Would You Rather? Because it's important because we're going to have to play a game at the Great North Run Shakeout Run, the live podcast that we're doing. We're going to bring one of these games to life.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking Would You Rather would work exceptionally well with a live audience. What do you think, Beth?
Yeah, I like it. Would You Rather?
I think Would You Rather is quite a good one because you could literally go anywhere with it.
Yeah.
It cause total and utter carnage. Which is
you
what
do
we
need
like.
A jingle for it, though.
Ben is ranked.
More Would You Rather.
Ben is ranked. Ben is ranked. Ben is ranked. We could do that. That's quite fun. Something along them lines, just you throwing up everywhere. It's quite a good one, isn't it? People on the pod that live running along just nearly fell in the river. Right. So anyway, here we go. Darren's back. Right. Let me get rid of that one. So I think I would say that game got probably a 5 out of 10. What would you say, guys?
Yeah.
5.
I feel like you could get somewhere with it, but.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Mick saying
I do like true or false,
false or true. We could.
I like the jingle for that as well.
No, because Chris doesn't actually know what's true or false.
I do. ChatGPT does know what's true or false. This is what you're misunderstanding about the whole thing. Honestly, what's the matter with you? Right, let me just have a sip of this.
I think we should just play live, whichever one gives Hayden the most anxiety. Because he gets
the one about where he lives is quite a good one. This is Hayden's house. Hayden's house. I go, haven't I got the jingle?
That's right.
Well, oh no, I ain't got the jingle anymore. I don't know what happened. No, we haven't got the jingle for Hayden's. Hayden's house was a brilliant game. We should definitely bring that back. Oh dear. I think is the Hobbit back on next week?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I forgot to mention at the start. Next week is an email special. But we're doing an email special live.
Oh.
Because what could possibly go wrong trying to pronounce everybody's email names? So I need you, basically, because it just infuriates Wilco that he can't remember the password to the Long Run Show inbox. Can you all smash and spam the longrunshow@gmail.com email address with questions for next week? I know the Hobbit's back. I'm not sure who else is on.
Shall I have a look?
But if you could just please ask about 1 million questions direct, he's not listening. So direct 1 million questions to the Hobbit. It would be brilliant. So we absolutely grill him. Like things like, what's it like being 4'2", 78 years old? When are you getting your teeth replaced? All that sort of stuff. Yeah. just absolutely hammer him and send them in disguised as questions. Okay, longrunshow@gmail.com. Ben, who's on?
At the minute, it's Alan and Marissa
Right, and Hayden, right?
and Hayden. Yeah.
Anything can happen because, for example, Wilco today is also known as Beth. So it's all swings and roundabouts on this podcast, as you may have guessed by now. So longrunshow@gmail.com. Get your emails in. Most of them, if not all of them, please direct to Hayden, because then it'll just be brilliant and we could just totally destroy him for best part of 45 minutes. It'd be great. Okay, right, team. So let's move on to staying on track with your running training whilst on holiday. Kids are broken up and people are going away, unless your name's Admin, Ben, or Wilco. But it is a common question. People may be training for, I don't know, Great North Run coming up, Vitality 10K. Obviously, you've got the, what's it called? Marathons and stuff and all that sort of it's coming your way. But people are training for these. It's week 4 of the Chicago Marathon training, if anybody's doing Chicago like us coming out there. And don't forget, anybody who's coming to Chicago, sign up for the Sunrise Run. Go over to FORDYruns.com and go under the event section and sign up for the Sunrise Run. It's free. Everybody's welcome. You're all going to be awake because we're all Brits and we're on the wrong time zone. Yep. 6:30 in the morning, we leave from the Marriott downtown. Come along. All right, everybody's welcome. You don't have to be running the marathon. You don't have to be doing anything. Just even if you're like, I don't know, living in Nazing in Essex and you just fancy jumping on a plane to come over and do 5K, you're more than welcome to do it. All right, I don't know anybody stupid. Oh, I know. So look, it is something as a coach. I do get asked a lot. Can we adjust the plan for this? Can we adjust that for that? What should I be doing? How do I manage long runs? How do I manage to get these things in and all that kind of stuff? And people just lose their minds about training whilst on holiday, which I totally understand because you don't want to miss sessions. So before we get into sort of my thesis, I'm going to ask the team, who look rather hot, especially Beth in her hoodie, what you do while you're on holiday. And I'm not talking about eating, Admin, and laying around the pool and doing nothing and just giving Bill a bollocking for not going to the bar and getting you a drink. What? When you're in actually, what's the last time you was in training for me? Anyway, when you're training and you're doing anything, if you can remember back about 10 years, what was you doing while she was on holiday?
Getting up early. So before it gets really hot. Gavin just said something which I think is true. Using it as a way to explore, like where we're safe, obviously. Use a treadmill. Don't be afraid of that because, most places the gym is air-conned.
I'm talking about your experiences. I don't want you giving out tips, Admin. That's my role on tonight's show. I want you to tell them what you do when you're away.
Do you know what I do? I find an interesting run or something to do that will keep me motivated. So like when I went to Vegas, I was like, I can go and run down the strip, right? And go and see the Vegas sign and come back.
Hero.
When I was in Abu Dhabi, they do a free run around the F1 race course. And actually Simon was over there at the same time. So we met up and went and ran that. Like, I think they do it a couple of times a week, actually. So finding things in different countries that you can get involved in there, almost like their running communities, is a really good way of kind of keeping you on track because it just gets you to explore and see something new at the same time. It gives me a focus and a point where I'm like, well, I'm going to run at that point because I'm going to go there and do that.
Ben?
Similar. I tend to use it as an opportunity to explore. So when I was in San Fran, kind of go out on different routes and just kind of run. I kind of know San Fran a little bit, so it's quite nice to just explore. Similar, if it's more of a hot weather place, I'll try and find a smaller route and then just vary it up there. But yeah, I think it's one where it's almost finding a route and then so within the first couple of days and then playing around with it. So like San Fran, I'd find somewhere that it's very hilly in San Fran, so kind of to get up a hill and then a bit of a flat, and so there was a park at the top, and so I'd kind of do laps of that with varying speeds and stuff and then cool down on the way back. So yeah, find somewhere that's close enough and mix it up.
Bev? Firstly, when you go on holiday, do you wear that hoodie?
This one?
Yeah, hoodie. Stay warm.
I'll go everywhere with this.
Hero.
My favourite hoodie. tie-dye. Yeah, it's a bit of a combination of the two and a bit more. So like we went to Australia and we ran to like Sydney Harbour Bridge. So that was like easy way to get like a few miles in. And I think it's finding that safe route, as kind of both said. But for me, like holidays are for chilling, just take the pressure off. And like a run is my relaxing. So I find like I'll just go out for a few miles in the morning and then come back, and it's just it's almost like if it's just a week, you're not going to lose fitness in a week. Like, just chill. That's what holidays are for, in my view, anyway. So that's what I do.
Spot on,
I just
mate.
chill on.
Spot on. Yeah, I think there's no wrong answers, right? Well, there is. It's like, I'm going to go out and do 20 miles every day. What? You're on holiday. With regards to training on holiday, as I think I've mentioned it about a billion times, it's maintaining, right? Maintaining consistency. That's the key. But without sacrificing enjoyment, like Beth just said, you are on bloody holiday. That it's there for a reason. But I do appreciate that it can come at a good time and come at a bad time. So what we've done with some of the clients is move sort of those deload weeks around. So lighten them up. Somebody particularly, they're in marathon training and, they're crushing out miles at the moment. It's like factor in that deload week, deload 2 weeks, 10 days, whatever it is, right? Try and move everything around, which we can do with the coaching that we do. It's on app and stuff like that. So we write all the plans ourselves, but we move between me and the client. We will move their week around and decide what we're going to do. Yeah, it's important that a deload week is just a higher priority as a high mileage week, right? Yeah. So it's really important. But I think the reason I mention that is because one of the key things is to be flexible. I've had great plans. I've gone on all that. I'm going to go, right, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do that. And none of it's worked out because I've been too lazy and I've just sat on the bed all day. So what? It makes no difference. I've obviously needed to do that. And that's the most important thing. So be flexible, right? And I think you've got to set realistic expectations when you're away. Accept that you're going to be on lower volume. And I have wrote down at the end of this, by the way, if anybody's listening, sort of a week plan for you. So just to give you an idea of something you may want to do, right? So stick around. But yeah, accept a lower volume or intensity and prioritize maintenance. I always say it's prioritizing maintenance. You're not going to grow, but you could totally cock it up. All right. You could make a right balls up of everything by trying to go out and be a hero while on holiday. No point. It's a maintaining phase. All right. So don't worry about that. I think who was it who said about a couple of miles? Keep it short and sharp. It's a good shout. Admin. Like the treadmill. The treadmill on holiday is your best friend, right? Other than the geezer behind the bar, right? Or the bloke who does like the food, the hot food. When they do the old thing, you want a nice bit, slightly bigger bit of chicken. But you basically, your treadmill is honestly, especially if it's air-conned in the gym, it can be your best friend. Switch to time-based runs. I'm going to do 30 minutes on the treadmill. Great. Well done. Then you go back to the sunbed or you go back into the room, whatever you want to do, right? That's the sort of thing that would do you more good than anything else. Ben, have you used the treadmill while you've been away?
Yeah, so if I'm going, like where I've been hot places and the beach holiday, that would be my go-to. And then you've kind of got your swimming as well. You're in the pool. I go away.
What's that got to do with a treadmill?
But in terms of, you've got a bit more cross training, so you can do so I'll go and do like half an hour.
Hang on, stop.
What?
I failed to see the connection between a
I'm talking about cross train. I'm calling it.
I ain't asked you about cross training. I've asked you about bloody treadmill.
So
what's
yes,
cross training got to do with?
Floating around on a lilo is not relevant.
I don't float around on a lilo. Of course you do. I was going to talk about aqua aerobics.
Have you noticed when you
I like that though.
What is it?
10:30 a.m.
When you lay flat on a lilo to do your back, you've got that stopping thing in your face, and you have to crook your neck. It gets on your nerves, and then it sort of bends in the water. It really drives me nuts. Sorry. What was we talking about?
So yes, I do go on a treadmill when I'm on a beach holiday.
Oh, thank you. I think somebody said it back because I'm just losing the wheel. What time did I say I was switching off? Using your surroundings. Yeah, it was a good shout, actually. Routes and things like that. I don't know about you guys, but I love it. And I'd recommend this to anybody trying to find little cheeky little routes, whether it's to run down to the pool, run down up into the trail, whatever. But trying to go out and explore is quite fun. Maybe even try and find some of those routes before you go. Get onto like Garmin maps and things like that.
I like a good out and back on holiday because
Yeah,
then you only
exactly.
need to know half the route because you can like put a little trail on the way back.
That's it.
And you get a little bit, and you get a little bit lost and stuff, and it's fine because you just kind of go, okay, I'm just going to turn around and come back. The next day.
We once ended up going like we were in Madeira and went a bit along a prom, and then we thought, oh, we'll go to the cable car, and like started going up this like mountain thing, and then met this weird Spanish guy, and we didn't have a clue how to speak Spanish. He was like just point us in weird directions, and it took us about 20 minutes to find the sea again.
Just remind me never to go on holiday with her. The other thing, which I don't think we've mentioned, is cross training.
Oh, have we not? No. We should have mentioned that.
No, on a serious point, like if you can't be asked to run or whatever, doing something like get up, go in the pool, smash that out when it's open, going to the gym, do a gym session, things like that. Stuff that you might not have time for, like usually at home. Maybe something like that. I don't know, go for a long walk, play some tennis, whatever, play some paddle, whatever you want to do. Bit of cross training is a good shout, or just simply rest. There's no harm in it. But again, just be kind to yourselves.
Take the pressure off, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I go back to the point about adapting the plan. If you're in a plan, adapt it. As I say, if you're working with a coach, ask them like, what are we going to do? If you're not in a plan and not got a coach, then just have a look at it. Right, I need to do this, and this week. I just need to maintain. What does that look like? What's going to take the least amount of stress, the least amount of effort to get something done this week or this next 2 weeks or however it looks. Middle of the week, you might be fed up of laying around the pool and you might want to go out for a run. That's the time to go, and just try and find. I remember I was in, I think, I can't remember the name of the place, but I found this route that was just running down to the next town. It was lovely. Like in Spain, they got like them weird pavement things with like the squares in and they're like red and shiny. I really like running on them. And I was running on there, and I really enjoyed that. And it was going down the coast. It was just a really nice run, and it was just nice to just go right. I'm going to do that a few times this week, but at my own choosing. And it just took all that stress. But you just got to adapt that plan. The other thing, which is I think it's hilarious. When I'm on holiday, I get my two princesses. They come into they absolutely destroy the gym. Right, we're coming in. It causes absolute carnage, but it's brilliant because they're in there doing the bits and bobs and that. And I'm smashing out 20, 30 minutes on the treadmill while they're like cocking about on the bike, breaking this and, all that sort of stuff, trying to do the treadmill and things like that. So bring the family in, get, or if you're with friends or something like that, maybe get them involved in coming out with you for like whatever. It's another good way of getting some of it done. Beth, you look like you can say something.
I was just going to say, it's about embracing different things as well. Because I know we went on holiday earlier this year and there was like things like kites. Never played it before. It's like you have this weird ring thing and then you like chuck it. But it's all movement. It's all like doing something a little bit different. And it's kind of that cross-training thing. You just, little different movements will all help.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I like, although stupidly I did it. One year I was playing five-a-side football because I thought I was 18 still. And then I ended up getting injured. I was like, yeah. Well, I was like getting a bit competitive.
Yeah.
And then I got a bit angry. And then anyway, I had to stop because it was just too much.
Did you get sent off?
No, but I was just getting, I would say, too involved. And people were going like, no, but there's kids playing, and I was smashing it 3,000 miles an hour. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, stuff like that's good. So, but just bear in mind if you have got like a marathon in like another country and you've paid like $5,000, it may not be worth doing that paragliding. Just putting that out there. The other thing, which is the last thing before I give you that sort of idea of what to do, is to prioritise while you are away to sleep and recover. Right? If you are in the middle of a plan or you've started a plan and you're now, I don't know, 4-6 weeks into it, your body's probably going to be crying out for a bit of downtime anyway. Even this week, I don't know about you, Ben, but I felt a bit ruined this week. And it's that period of time we put mileage back into the legs and things like that. And you're doing that, you're doing gym, you're doing this, you're doing that. And it can all start to mount up, and we all get those weeks. It doesn't matter whether you're doing couch to 5K or training for like a marathon. There's weeks where it gets on top of you. So prioritize that sleep, hydration, and recovery. You might get on the beers one night and things like that, which is absolutely fine. But make sure you're recovering. Don't go out and try and run that off in the morning like a pro, right? It's just pointless. It's just absolutely, you might as well just, whatever. So I think all of that, if you try and take a little bit of everything that I mentioned, I think you'll be just fine while you're away. But the most important thing is just to remember it's a holiday.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Even if you do absolutely sweet FA, right? Yeah, I mean, apart from eating, for the time you're out there, I'll be straight up. It's going to make no difference. You might
lose. It'll do you good as well, mentally.
Yeah, you might lose a bit of condition, but it will so quickly come back. It really will.
But also, you'd rather miss that one run or that half an hour of doing whatever it is than miss something really special with your friends or your family or whoever.
Exactly.
Because those memories will last a lot longer than that half an hour run.
Exactly. I'd rather be cannonballing the pool with Daisy than slogging my guts out on a treadmill.
Yeah.
100%. Or like spending 10 grand in the spa with Scarlett because for some reason she needs 400 ice creams. You know what I mean? It's like, but I'd rather do that. I wouldn't change that for anything. Like, especially some soppy run that's going to make no difference. Do you know what I mean? What's the point? You've got to prioritize. Choose life, people. Choose life. Choose life. Very important. Serious. Okay, Beth, was any of that useful?
Of course it's useful. It's always a valuable hour.
There we go.
That sounded a little sarcastic.
That was a bit pre-rehearsed.
Maybe 10 minutes. Mate, not even 10 minutes. That's total bollocks. Right. Okay. So I've got a plan for all of you. If anybody's going away, get a pen and a piece of paper, or as Ben does, uses a crayon still. This is for 7 days. All right. 7 days. Okay. So Monday, we're going to work as Monday being the first day of the week. I know some people like to say Sundays, but I'm going Monday. All right. And mainly that is because I go on holiday on a Monday. Monday, I want you to do 30 minutes, easy run, and a few strides at the end. Does everybody know what strides are? And I'm looking at you three. Do we know what they are?
Yes, but people listening might not. So can you explain?
Basically, just go up. I'm going to keep it very simple. Do about 40 to 60 meters of not quite sprinting, but a little bit faster, and repeat it a few times. I mean, I don't think I could make that any more simple without getting technical, right? And I always like to keep things very simple. Try and just go 40 to 60 meters, not sprinting, but try and lengthen your stride. Again, try not to overcomplicate things and just try and really go for it. Repeat it 3, 4, 5 times, all right? Just put that in at the end of an easy run, okay? All right. Tuesday, good news, people. Rest, but you've got to do a walk in the evening. So when you've stuffed your face, like Ben does, right, full of meat, you've got to then go for a walk in the evening, okay? All right. Who's getting arrested?
Me, sorry.
So it's because you're stuffing your face with meat. So you've got to rest in the day, and then after you stuffed your face with the buffet, you go for a walk in the evening, okay? That's important. Yeah. Wednesday, I want you to hit the treadmill. Up to 30 minutes of tempo or intervals. You'll probably find on the treadmill, there's a session you could do on there because most of them do have a session on there, right? That's all I want you to do on Wednesday. So 30 minutes out of the day. Don't forget to warm up, cool down, all right? Thursday, Ben, this is good news for you. Do some swimming. You mentioned the pool earlier. Okay, or, because some places I've been, this is quite interesting, they do like this yoga stuff. You can do this like yoga thing and that lot. So basically cross-train. So I want you to do a bit of cross-training on Thursday. But swimming doesn't mean laying in the pool at the bar.
Oh.
Right? That doesn't constitute swimming. I want you to get in the pool and do something meaningful for about 30 minutes, all right? Again, like a lilo doesn't count, admin.
No, but depending on where you're staying, if you're in a hotel, lots of them do, aqua aerobics.
Oh, Mrs. Ford does it.
Water in the morning.
She does this thing with these woggles and all this sort of stuff. They get involved in it. Yeah. And I think most of the times because the geezer doing it's a bit shit, you know what I mean? It's like, woo-hoo. But fair play, you know what I mean? Friday, I want you to go for a 35 to 40, maybe 45 minute easy run. Yeah, so pick somewhere, like we said earlier, go and do a bit of exploring, go and do a nice easy run. Okay, no strides at the end of it. That's all we need you to do. Again, Saturday, you can rest up, people. But I want you to do the walk in the evening. Yeah, it's important. Again, probably stuffed your face. You didn't need the first dessert. You know it's free. It's included.
Can you walk whilst having an ice cream?
Yeah, technically that's cross training.
Great.
And multitasking.
And then on Sunday, I want you to go out for that sort of slightly longer run. So 60 odd minutes, 65 minutes, something like that. Do a bit of exploring. Go down the beach, like run along there, go up in the trails, whatever. Please tell somebody where you're going. I'm not being condescending, but just let somebody know that you are going out and whatnot, and where roughly you're going. Please take your phone with you. Don't be a hero. But yeah, try and do that on the Sunday. So really, you've got 3 runs there, if you think about it, and a bit of cross training. That's all you need to do maintenance while you're away. It's pretty simple, isn't it, Abby? Be fair.
Yeah.
I think even you could manage that, and you're the most laziest person I know when they go on holiday.
Yep, I am.
Yeah,
I'm not even I'm not even denying it. I love a holiday, and I was thinking I'm really good at all this stuff around it. I'm really good at the eating.
Yeah.
I'm really good at the sleeping and resting.
Yeah, eating ice cream.
Yeah, really good at eating ice cream, destroying the buffet for dinner and breakfast. Breakfast buffet is actually better than dinner. Just putting it out there, guys.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good question. That's a good question to ask the team, and maybe into the comments if anybody. They probably switched off. What is better, the breakfast buffet or the dinner buffet?
Breakfast.
Why?
Every time.
Pancakes.
Sweet, savoury. Oh.
Yeah. Made to order, just a lot. Everything's so good.
Look at me getting excited. And
I love it, honestly. Now I'm like,
buffet.
where am I going? I need to book a holiday just to go and have a breakfast buffet.
I know.
Yeah.
The breakfast buffet is quite nice, isn't it? The only thing is with the old buffet in the morning is I think sometimes it's actually too much choice, because you could go. And the thing is, this is the problem I've got now. And actually, let me just get rid of this shit on here. Let's get rid of that. Right, let's get rid of that. Right. So the problem I've got is where I'm doing all this dieting nonsense, right, that Ben told me I had to do. I'm a bit stuck on what to do on holiday. And this is a genuine question, right? Because obviously I've got this svelte figure now, haven't I, Ben? If
I look at you sideways, I can't even.
You don't
see
know I'm there, especially if I'm wearing a cap. You would never know I'm there. And I've done so well to drop 1.5 stones, right, before holiday. So what I need to do is, I don't want to, and I know that I've got a real good appetite for this, to go there and just absolutely blast the buffet because it's free.
Yeah.
And I pretty much other than that dirty, stinking seafood, throwing up nonsense, COVID-ridden, Legionnaire's disease, seafood stuff that they throw down you. Other than that, I like everything that they put out there.
What about the halloumi?
No, they don't. I've never seen halloumi on a buffet.
Right,
I've never seen halloumi
on every holiday I've been on.
What?
You're going on the wrong holidays, Chris.
To be honest with you, to be fair, but I've never seen halloumi in a ranch, for example. I've been to a few ranches in Arizona. I've never seen halloumi on the menu.
We'll ask them next time to get it in, especially.
Anyway, shut up. I'm trying to make a serious point here, but it does give me a problem about what to eat for breakfast, because I'm at the moment having a protein shake every day, right, for breakfast. So I need to get the protein in from natural sources, right? But the problem is I have no filter or no, I don't even know what the resistance or whatever. I can't help myself, right?
Self-control.
That's it. And the problem is as well, with the way I'm wired, Beth, you'll understand this. Once I have something and I know it's there and I really enjoy it, I have to have it every day and a lot of it.
Yeah.
Because it's all I think about, right? It's like the spa. When Scarlett takes me to the spa, that's all I will think about all day is what I'm going to get at the spa, because it's just an intriguing place with a lot of good stuff in there, especially like energy drinks and
Oh, you're talking about see, mine and
that's
admin's spa is not your.
No, I ain't
you think that's a
that. I'm talking about the shop where you get the ice creams, the Monster Energy,
a 7-Eleven type thing.
No, spa. It's Spain. It's a spa. Shut up.
Yeah.
Anyway, get back in the box. So the problem is, has anybody got any serious advice, right, on what the hell I'm meant to do? Because that's the other thing is as well. Lunch I don't really eat anyway because we're half bored. We don't really bother because it's too hot in it. You just want to go back to the room and whatever. So I whatever. I ain't too bothered about that. I'll probably go and get the kids something from I don't know, whatever. But other than that, dinner's okay because I don't want to eat big because again you're at the end of the day and I can just go heavy on the protein, right? So that ain't a problem. I can just have the vegetables and I can have some meat or whatever. Try and stay off the carbs. That's okay, but breakfast is a real problem. I don't know what to have.
Eggs. Go high protein.
No, I can't have eggs. They go through me. Honestly, they go through me.
Okay.
It's like runny water.
Yeah, we don't need to know. End of.
What about yogurt?
Yeah, yogurt bowl with granola and
but have you ever tried that dirty, stinking, filthy?
You're like the Gran from Catherine Tate.
No, I'm being serious. Has anybody ever tried Greek yogurt?
Yes, I have it every day.
It tastes like someone's got a box of crayons, mixed them up, added a bit of milk, and left it outside in the heat. It's disgusting. What's that about? And then they put these frozen blueberries on to try and make it. It tastes disgusting.
All right, don't have it. Don't have it. It's fine.
Don't eat breakfast.
It's like eating that stuff. Have you ever tried? Honestly, have you ever tried goat's milk? No, not goat's cheese.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
I don't particularly like goat's cheese, to be fair.
That's rank. That should be banned.
What about cottage cheese?
No, I've never, ever eaten that. That is just mouldy old shit, basically. That is what people... I'm sorry, but that's just warm cheese that's gone mouldy. You would never, ever eat that.
Just ask Toby what he'd have for breakfast and just have that. That's the easiest thing.
No, I'm being serious. I don't know.
But I think you should just go and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You're on holiday. A week is not going to do too much damage.
I'm away longer than that.
Yeah, but all right,
and
2 weeks of eating breakfast is not going to hurt you.
No, but I'm obsessed with what I'm doing, which is good. Beth, can you step in here and back me up here? Because I'm just getting hammered here.
Just take like your nice protein powder with you. Just take all the fizz out of it. Yeah.
But I can't sit there when they're all tucking in, right?
What would you usually have? Breakfast buffet a year ago, what would you have been having for breakfast?
Well, here's the thing, isn't it? I would have 100% free pancakes with the Nutella sauce because me and Daisy love that. Like
There's surely a bit of protein in the Nutella, a bit of milk.
We would smash that, right? We'd have them for sure. I'd probably have a bowl of cereal as well because I just need more sugar. So I'd have that as well because Daisy likes a bit of that. Probably the old Cocoa Pops because they're quite cheeky. But then and the other one I like, Ben, was that you or was that a motorbike?
There's a motorbike going past.
I thought that was you. So I'd have that, and then I'd have some pastries, and then I'd have some fruit, and then I'd have a couple. When I say a couple, about 5 glasses of their orange juice. That's basically neat sugar as well. So I'd be fully revved up and ready for today's work. I mean.
That was telling me to put my ballet class for Sunday.
So that's what I would have had.
Okay, so I think you need to just strip it back a bit. That's good. That's a bit excessive.
I know.
So maybe...
Does that surprise you?
No, but I think what you could do is have the fruit. So I think you could have a couple of pancakes, have the fruit with it. That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What, with fruit? No, the pancakes and the fruit don't go. You can't have them together.
Well, you can.
No, you can't.
Okay, you can't. But
most normal people can.
No, but you can't. You can't have
a bowl of fruit and maybe some yogurt if it doesn't taste funny to you. Like sometimes they have those little fruit yogurt pots. Have that. Have some fruit, and then either have a couple of pancakes or some pastries. That's it. And a glass of orange juice.
How long are you away?
Black coffee.
10 days, isn't it?
So why don't you, for the first few days, then? Go down the healthy route for breakfast.
I have to. I can't do that. I've done all this hard work.
But then for the last 5 days, you kind of go...
No, because then it carries on when I get back.
No, it doesn't. No. Yeah, but he won't stop once he's started. So that's why I'm like, start there.
I think it's fine just to have it. Just have it in moderation. You don't need to...
He doesn't know what that word means.
No, but you don't need to have the cereal, right? That's just full of sugar and crap. Don't have that. So rule that out now. Have the pastries or have a couple of pancakes. Make sure you had some
one
fruit.
or the other.
Yeah, one or the other, not both.
You have to have pancakes. There's no.
You reckon, just to end this chat, again, we've ended up talking about food. Because when I was at the ranch, I always used to have 3 pancakes and crispy bacon.
There you go.
With maple syrup on the pan. Would you say that's pretty good?
I think
yeah.
That.
And then
I revert back to being a cowboy?
Yeah, and then have some fruit, as Ben said afterwards.
But I think you should wear sun cream, even though cowboys don't wear sun cream.
Okay, interesting. Actually, Mrs. Ford, look down there in my new Crocs, holiday Crocs, by the way, people. I got their ones. They're hero. It's their new Crocs.
What's in them?
Suntan lotion. Mrs. Ford dropped that. Stuck it on the desk. Should grab some of that. I went, all right, boss. There, you've been told, innit? Right. So next week. By the way, Beth, when you said an hour of value, you got that totally wrong. Next week, we want you to. I don't think anyone's listening, but just in case you are, get your emails in longrunshow@gmail.com, and I want your questions for next week. Okay, it's really important. Hopefully, all of them are directed at Hayden, please, because it will just make me laugh for 45 minutes that we're on. But please, please, please send us some questions in for next week, which we are happy to discuss. And seriously, they could be about anything, yeah? Whether you want some coaching advice, where you want us to ask, I don't know, whatever, what Ben's drinking in that cup, whatever it is, yeah, we don't mind. Just get the questions in, and we will answer them next week. It's a bit of an end of term sort of episode. That makes sense. We may bring back a game. We could bring back true or false, false or true or false, because there was a lot of love for that. So we may bring that back. I don't know. We'll see. But that's it. That's the end of the show. I'm still none the wiser. I think I'll have to listen back to about what Admin told me I'll go out for breakfast, because I'm really confused. Thanks again for Skechers for sponsoring it. Admin's very happy with her new shoes, which is good. If you're going to St Albans 10K on Sunday, make sure you run with Tracy, because everyone else seems to be running with Tracy, even though me and Beth didn't get invited to that. That's the second thing I've not been invited to this week.
Why? You were invited.
Was I? Oh. And Beth, I've totally forgotten. Can you help me? Have I forgotten anything?
No.
You sure? Have I got to do any shout outs, Admin?
No, thanks to Skechers.
Thanks to Skechers. Thanks to everybody. It's an hour and 2 minutes. I'm going
to
watch the golf. That's it. Bye, everybody. I've lost it. I've lost it. Bye.